What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. My apologies, I have been away for quite a while with work and things. It was rough. Every time I went to go make a video, I couldn't get round to making it, and it's been over a month now. So I apologize to everyone who's stuck around. I will try to get more videos out. I just haven't had a chance. I went on country trips with work, and as you guys know, I'm not trying to get into the journalism. I'm not trying to get into journalism. I'm not trying to get into any sort of work that revolves around Leeds United or football. So I couldn't, because I live in Australia. This is just purely me speaking about the club that I love and trying to put my opinion out there, because, you know, I love hearing what everyone's saying. So, and talking about Leeds. So, yeah, apologies. It's taken a while to get a video out, but I'm back, and yeah, we're going to talk about the Arsenal game. Because obviously a lot's happened now. Since the last time we spoke, it was the Chelsea game, or it might have been the game after Chelsea where we lost. I can't remember. But we've now gone 6 games and we've only picked up 2 points. Now, there has been some positives. The Arsenal game, we looked a lot better. Prior to that, we looked dreadful. I was really worried about the Arsenal game, but the games where I'm worried about the other team drubbing us, Arsenal, Chelsea, it doesn't happen, because we seem to have this way of playing where we require space and time and not a counter press, and these better teams afford us that. Whereas, you know, when we're playing against your Crystal Palaces and things like that, we play this low, like the other team play this low block. They play really deep, really tight, and just let us attack, and they know that we're just not quite, we don't have the players and personnel to do so. The hard thing is we don't pick up points against the better teams because they've got the quality difference. So we can play better. For example, Arsenal, where we were the better team for the majority of the game. Some Arsenal fans have argued they were better in the first half. I'd argue probably not. And we were that much better in the second half. But where it gets hard is because they've got the quality, e.g. Saka, scoring that goal. We don't have that. And look, I love Paddy Bamford, I really do. But how many chances does he need to score goals? He was like that in the Championship. We can't say that he was really, this is just an off year. Yeah, he's had his injuries, but he hasn't been clinical through his career. He had that one good season in the Premier League, which, don't get me wrong, was fantastic, and I loved every moment of it. But he's not going to replicate 17 goals in the Premier League again. I'm telling you now, he's not. And if we need a striker like Bamford, why do we not go get one? Why did we sign a 5'0" striker? Italian international, had more caps than Bamford for England, and then not utilise him, not even bring him off the bench. And he's playing well in the under 21s as well. That one confuses me, and I really want to see, like, obviously the change was Rodrigo to Bamford, so that's a bit different. You can't just take Bamford off to bring Gnotto on. But we didn't even see him. And Gelhardt came on, and you know, we're not even utilising Gelhardt. We're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And at the moment, it feels. Look, it's positive after that game against Arsenal, so I feel a bit better. We've got 2 really crucial games coming up now where it's not necessarily must win, but we have to show progress. And this is a problem that we had last year. We get a result, we play well against a team but lose and not show progress. And I felt like it was an ongoing conversation. Every video was, oh, if we play like this again, we'll win. But we don't. And we haven't. You know, we dropped points against Southampton. You know, really, it's not just this run of games. We drop points all over the joint. So that's sort of my thoughts on it the last sort of month. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't get any videos out. I really should be doing videos every week, or at least every couple of days. To those of you that have left, because there has been unsubscribed, there's been about 10 or 12 people unsubscribe, and you know, I apologize if you are returning after that. Apologies. You know, life gets in the way, and it's not my first job. I only have 500 and odd subscribers. I'm not some big YouTuber. I just I do this for fun, and I do this because I like talking to you guys, and I have a group of people now that watch me consistently. So I like to talk to you guys, and it's my escapism, because it's hard being a Leeds supporter. It really is. It could be quite easy just to, I'm Australian. I could just go, you know what, I'm not going to follow Leeds because, you know, who cares who my dad supported. But my whole family's from Leeds, and I feel like it feels like it's a family thing. It doesn't feel like I should support anyone else. That's why my whole life I've supported them. I feel at home when I support Leeds, and I don't get nervous with any other sport that I watch as much as I do with Leeds United. And that's why it's not depressing, because it's not depressing, but this is why I'm so annoyed at the moment with how we're playing, because it's just, up until the Arsenal game, it felt like we didn't know what to do. We were running out of ideas. Some of these games, like the Crystal Palace game, was just frustrating, and the Eze goal was just way too easy. And look, Cooper played well on the weekend. He's been poor, but he's had a couple of okay games. But that to me isn't good enough anymore. That's okay in the Championship, but not the Premier League. Yeah, it might be okay for a bottom of the team, like ladder team, but we don't want to be there. So we want centre backs who are going to consistently perform and do well. But unfortunately, we have one of them playing at left back. While given he has got a lot better at left back on the attacking sense, he's always been good defensively. But when it comes to attacking, Stroik seems to be getting forward a bit more, trying to get involved in the play. So I have liked that, but it just means that we're now short at centre back, and we should have just invested in left back and a striker. Should have really gone all out. But listen, we know that Radrizzani's not had to splash any money because he's broken even. Whatever he's brought in, he's spent. He's obviously known early on that Phillips and Rafinha were leaving, and he's bought players based on that and spent the money based on that, and not had to dip in his pocket too much, which is fair enough, because he's selling the club. It's going to the 49ers in the coming years, and he wants return on investment. You're going to spend 50 to 100 million, of your own money when you're going to sell the club for however much in a couple of years. You're going to just sort of do it on the cheap. So I can't blame Radrizzani. I work in business. I understand how it works. So I don't blame him for that, but it's frustrating because it's my club and I want it to do the best it can, and I know spending money on a striker and a left back is what's needed. So that brings us to the January window. Luckily, we have the World Cup in between. It means that players are the stock's going to increase, but maybe it means we might be able to uncover a couple of players from the World Cup that maybe we can get and bring in, who maybe we haven't looked at before. Who knows? There could be some really good, outstanding stuff. But we need to invest it in January. Need to bring a striker in. Probably, I want a left back as well, but I'm not going to push too far. Just a striker. If you need to spend all your time on getting a striker in, please go ahead. We need a striker, because Bamford will just get injured again anyway. And even if he doesn't, I love him, but he doesn't score enough. He just doesn't put his chances away. That penalty miss was shocking, and you could tell when they were getting in his ear, when the Arsenal players were talking to him. You could see it was rattling him. You could tell it was rattling him. The fact Tyler Adams had to come and step in for him, it had him rattled. He was trying to play it off cool and that. No, you looked rattled. And we didn't have anyone else to step up and take a penalty. And I would like Sinistero to take it. Obviously, Click, if he's on the park, he takes it because he's a fantastic penalty taker. But as he's stepping up, I sat there. I couldn't watch. I was closing my eyes. I was like, just put it in the back of the net, please. And he missed. I just knew it. I just knew it as soon as it happened. I just knew it. But anyway, I'm not going to go on flogging Bamford, but his touch is poor. There was a few times the ball got up to him and he got lost under his feet and stuff. And, he did well winning the ball back and going one-on-one, so you can't get angry he missed the one-on-one, but he wins the ball and then goes one-on-one and just misses and hits the keeper and stuff, and you're like, just put one of them away. You're doing all the hard work, Paddy. You're doing all the hard work. You know, that's why I want you to do well, because you do all the hard work. You really work your bollocks off, and you deserve it. You deserve all the goals. I want him to be the starting striker and scoring 15 goals in a year, but it's just not happening. At some point, you've got to think. You've got to change it up, whether you like him or not. You know, if you're working that hard and not getting results, you know, I'm a sales rep. I fully understand how it works. If you're working that hard but you don't have the numbers there, it means you're not effective. And it's the same thing here. He's working hard, that's great, but he's not effective. And that's the sad part. And that's how I sort of view it when I come from that sales point of view. But anyway, I'll leave it there. That's my thoughts on the game and where Leeds are at right now. I'll try and pick up on a video before the weekend. I'm going to do some World Cup videos and chat. Maybe do some more Premier League videos and chat as well, because, you know, if you guys can watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. That's fine. I'm just trying to get myself motivated to do more videos and stuff. And if it's been hard when the transfer market isn't on, there's not a lot to talk about except for games. And it's difficult. I don't have the time to really think about it and make up video ideas. I work, I go home, I take care of a baby. I don't have time to sort of sit around and think of ideas. So I appreciate the support again. To those who've left, if you are watching, my apologies. Subscribe, like, and comment on the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.